Again, with regards to the sisters in the hijab, we learned in the previous lessons that the hijab doesn't just mean covering, but it also means that it's a part of modesty. Part of the hijab or part of the woman's character is that she lowers her gaze as well. We learned this last week. So it's not just for the men, but it's for the women as well, that the women are to lower the gaze. We are told that the women are to be stern in their speech. Who can tell me why? Who remembers why? Huh? Why should the women be stern in their speech? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that there may be a disease in some of the men's hearts. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the women that when they speak, they should speak behind the hijab. Right? They should be covered. As well as they should be stern in their speech, in case that there may be a disease in some of the men's hearts and he feels some type of way. So the hijab is also part of modesty for the women, that they should be stern in their speech to the point, not being seductive in their speech, being straight to the point, and not lingering on in long conversations with men. So again, lower the gaze of the women. It's not just for the men to lower the gaze. It's also for the women as well to lower their gaze. Preferably behind the hijab and the niqab so that no one can see them. We also talked about the material of the women's covering, that it should be thick. It should not be transparent, meaning it should not be see-through. The clothing of the woman, it should not be colorful to cause attention. We also learned that the covering should not be vain, and it should not be flashy or expensive to make any other sisters feel lesser than you. Okay? This is a form of modesty for the women. The covering for the woman is a covering of taqwa. It is not to show off. It is not to look pretty. It is not to be like, hey, look at me. Look at my clothing. Look at my sparkling attire. So again, it should not be flashy, sparkly, right? Causing attention. And we also told that it's not supposed to be colorful. You should not wear bright colors to cause attention. Okay? To turn the eye of the beholder or turn the eyes of men. Okay? They should be colors that are not too flashy, not too colorful. We also learned that the women, that the attire that you wear, it should not be tight. The clothing should not be tight. It should be loose fitting. It should be loose fitting, and to the point that it does not show off your body parts, your curves, your bosoms, your hips. None of your clothing should be tight enough to see your thighs or any part of your body to be able to see the shape. Okay? The clothing should be thick enough. It should be loose enough so that the men should not be able to see the body shape or your form or your figure. These are the things that the women should be mindful when they cover. Also, we're told that your feet must be covered. Your feet must be covered at all times. We know about the hadith that if your dress, it goes below your feet or it covers your feet, alhamdulillah, as you're walking, alhamdulillah, this is suffice. But you must be careful when you make the salat, when you make sajda. If that dress is going to uncover your feet, then you should wear socks at all times. If your feet are uncovered, your salat will become invalid. Your feet must be covered at all times. Okay? So the best bet to be safe than sorry is to wear socks. Okay? So that your feet aren't exposed. Also, sisters, be mindful of your dresses. You know, I know some of y'all wear ankle socks or whatnot, but make sure your dress go long enough so that your ankles don't show, your shin don't show. Okay? I've seen some sisters, they wear ankle socks, and maybe their dress don't come all the way down. So some just a little bit shows. You know, when they're walking and that dress moves, you can see, oh, I saw her shin. I saw her ankle. Okay? That means that your aura is not covered. Okay? That which covers your head, again, it must cover your ears, your neck, and your bosoms. Okay, your ears should not show, your neck should not show, your chest should not show. That which covers your head, it should cover your chest, not to show your breasts. Okay, also said the woman should not stamp her feet, right, to cause attention with the bracelets and whatnot to make noise, as well as to, bounce. Again, also, no makeup. No makeup for the woman. This is a part of beautification, and one will try to beautify themselves, and the beauty should only be for the husband. If they want to wear the makeup, it should be at home. Okay, she should not wear makeup outside the house. Okay, as the brother said, it's fatwa and taqwa. If we want to be the best, inshallah, we have evidences as to what is the highest. As they said, that this is not mandatory, but highly recommended. So we're trying to instill some of the sisters to wear these things, in which was done in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which was done by the wives of the Sahabas radiyallahu anhum ajma'in. And so we have these evidences. Again, it's about taqwa and where someone wants to be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If they feel that it's okay, or if a husband feels it okay for his wife to wear lipstick or whatnot, then that's on him or they. But we do have other muhaddithin such as Sheikh Al-Bani and others who have said that makeup is not to be used, should not be worn, and they have their evidences. So again, there's a difference of opinion, and one has to make a conscious decision within themselves as to where they want to be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, and there is a hadith of Umar radiyallahu anhu when he's described taqwa. He said taqwa is like the man who is going by pasture of the king, and he tries to stay away from the gray areas or the doubtful areas. Or taqwa is one who walks around thorns, and he tries not to get stuck with certain things. So taqwa means to stay away from the doubtful things, or the things that can lead to things that may not be pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah, the evidences inshallah that we gave in the class, again, these are the opinions of scholars. So again, this is Dalil, it's not my opinion. And again, as the brother, he gave his opinion based on the ayahs and based on his understanding. So again, it's about where you want to pick from and how you want to be in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Again, the intent of the sisters to increase upon the modesty, as the brother said, in this jahiliyyah, in this dunya that we live in. We live in a society that it encourages to be beautiful. It encourages to beautify yourself. It encourages to cause attraction. It encourages to be alluring. This is the norm of the society, to try to catch a man, allure a man, catch a, so forth and so on. So we're striving to do the opposite. And we have a lot of diseases here in the society, even with regards to the men, because we're told in this society to look at the women, look at it, right? So the opposite of trying to remove these jahiliyas is to not look at it, to lower the gaze. Because here in this society, the intent of looking at a woman is to see how beautiful she looks. That's the intent here in this society. We were taught that from an early age, to look at certain body parts, look at her face, look at her body, see what her shape is. And so if we want to remove these diseases or these ways of jahiliyyah, then we strive to lower our gazes with regards to women, because we know that what the gaze can lead to in this society. We know what it can lead to. Just that one look. We're even told that they got magazines and whatnot, that the longer you look at a person, the longer you look at a woman, if she looks longer than 3 seconds, that means she's interested. They have magazines and things that tell you this on how to catch a woman, and what type of game and what type of techniques that you use when dealing with women here in the society. So, inshallah, again, with the women, inshallah, the intent and the nasiha with regards to these dalils, inshallah, to increase in our modesty here at the masjid, or for yourselves, for the society as a whole, to be examples for the other sisters here, to let them know that it's not hard to have taqwa. It's not hard to be of those who are the foremost in the deen with regards to how you are modest with regards to yourself and your husband and your society. And inshallah, again, the best dawah is not by talking, not telling someone, oh sister, woo, 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 but the best dawah is by example, and you show them, inshallah.